As we all know, AI is taking the world over by storm. But the question of today is AI going to give away all your best fishing spots? Well, that's what we're going to find out today. I'm going to be using ChatGPT to ask where I should go fishing and what I should use while fishing. We've got a lot of fishing to do today, so make sure to stay all the way to the end or else AI is going to give away your best fishing spot. First, I asked it where to go fishing if I wanted to catch pickerel. It recommended me Long Pond and to use flukes and inline spinners. So without wasting time, we jumped right into the challenge.
All right, fellas, we've arrived at the first spot. We were fishing for pickerel here at Long Pond because ChatGPT said that was our best bet. And it said to throw flukes, so I decided to tie on the donkey rig. And behind the camera here, we got Jakey, who's gonna be trying to throw
What's up?
regular lures and stuff like that to see who does better, ChatGPT or Jakey. We're gonna find out.
I think we all know who's about to win.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen the donkey rig before, but it's something I've been seeing on TikTok and Instagram where it's two flukes kind of rigged up on two separate leaders up here. See, I have one leader up here free on the line. Just gonna see what the action looks like on this real quick. Oh yeah, look at that. Jakey, look at the action on this, dude. No, it's insane. Is that cove any good over here?
What?
Is this cove to the left any good? Like,
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then the farther you get down, like the better it gets.
bet. Just missed the first fish of the day.
Oh, fuck!
What? Ooh, look at this. That's this deer track. We just saw a deer on our way here, actually.
Oh. I just got hit directly in the face with my fucking face. Like dead ass directly in the face.
That's gross, bro.
I got hit.
Dude, the action on this is really good.
I think my snorkel's better.
I'm actually really enjoying this.
Alright, let's go.
Holy shit! I don't know if you guys could see that on camera.
What the hell?
But there's like 200. There's like 200 bluegill.
Go down there.
Literally right
Hold on,
there.
I'm about to get an aerial view from on top of that tree over there.
Holy fuck. I really hope this camera is picking this up. Oh yeah, with the glasses now you can see them all, dude. It's insane in there. You never know, it could be hiding. You on?
Oh,
This one?
yeah.
Yeah. Hooked up. No! Was it pickerel? No. Wow, ChatGPT was right.
Nope.
The way that came off, it didn't look very big, was it?
It was small.
Yeah. Maybe he's just swimming right near him.
Yeah. Look, I just got a bite over the tree, of course. I need to take it out of that tree. I don't want to catch that fish in that.
Oh
are you
my
serious?
God.
Are you serious? What kind of... Bro. Like, what kind of is that? I literally have no line.
I have line.
Oh.
I have line if you need to spool up.
Only mocking line.
I got line if you want.
I'll see if I tie on his fucking...
You can take another neon tip out of my bag if you'd like to.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the fish I was trying to catch the whole time.
It's not even a bad fish.
I know.
Point number 1 goes to ChatGPT.
I say you throw it.
So we just got the first fish of the day, even though Jakey found it. ChatGPT lure. Landed it on the first try. Not a bad one. Solid 1 pound fish.
What the hell are you saying?
First fish of the day. See you later. Pretty nice. Nice and rocky out here.
Look, you see the fish swimming through the trout fish?
Yeah. And this looks like a pretty good trout spot, so it's not super weedy.
Looks like it's just a part of the pond, too.
Probably. This spot looks real promising, but it does look pretty sketchy. So I do not want to fall in here with my phone and all my gear, but do it for the fish and for you guys. Oh, I thought that thing was about to snap. I do not want to go much further out. I think Jakey's coming out over here. He'll probably go out further.
I don't know why I didn't just say it here, but we're on to the next lure, the inline spinner. Let's go.
Fish on. There we go. Second fish for second fish for ChatGPT. Jacob, you're losing the chat right now.
What?
You're losing the chat right now.
Yo, I literally found it for... I'll take that.
Still a fish. See you later. It's not the fish we're after, but it's a fish. All right, guys, we're here at our second spot now. We got the ultralight. We're fishing for trout. We're not fishing for bass until later on this afternoon because, you know, the bass don't really bite until late in the afternoon. So we got this little tiny brokeback Rapala, and I think it's gonna do well. We got this kind of like waterfall-y area here where there's a nice whitewash. There should be some trout hanging around, so stay tuned. So I actually like what ChatGPT, sorry, it's a tongue twister to me, but I actually really liked what ChatGPT had to say about trout fishing because it's pretty trout fishing is simple when it comes to lures. Not really technique, but there's not many lure options, and the two other lures they suggested are lures that I fish very often for trout. So I throw on a little hard plastic to switch things up a little bit because this video is all about trying stuff new, and I've never trout fished with a hard plastic bait before, so we're gonna try it today. This spot looks really promising. I think this is our best chance of catching our target species, maybe largemouth too, but that only, I'm trying to get permission to fish on my dad's buddy's dock who lives over there. but you never know. If not, there's really not a lot of shore access, and it's going to be a struggle to catch a fish if we can't get on this guy's dock, I believe. So we're going to figure it out. I do think this might be our best chance at catching our target species today, though. Man, I just got bit. Now that we got our spinner tied on, I go right back down to the first spot we started and fish around with this lure now. I feel like I got a better chance of getting a trout to bite in the middle of the day, especially a stocked trout, over a wild bass, especially at a pond I've never fished. Well, I have fished, but barely. Fish on. Oh, it came off. That was definitely a fish. Man, that sucks. Now this thing isn't spinning right. Wow, look at that. Look at this cheap spinner. Come on, third time's the charm, right? Let's find out. Whoa. Almost took a tumble there. Fish. Let's go. Not what we were expecting, but it's a fish, boys. We got a tiny little pumpkin seed. These guys are beautiful fish. Sorry, buddy. I'll put you in the net if you stop flopping so we can show you to the viewers. I guess it wasn't a trout, but better than nothing for sure. This beautiful, beautiful pumpkin seed. Sorry, just had to make sure the camera was on them. Look at that. Look at their turquoise blue face. It's a beautiful, beautiful fish. Especially in the rivers. These guys get a really cool teal color and an orange belly. And even the top of their spines up here is even sort of turquoise. Wow, I can't talk at all today. Turquoise, but we're gonna let this little guy go. All right, well, we didn't get skunked. Let's go. That was probably what hit us the first couple times, but just for safe measure, I'm gonna throw a few more in there. Hooked up again. Wow, back-to-back cast. Look at that. I did not expect that. I guess there was more than one of these guys back there. Got him right through the nose. Oop. Quick hook set, quick release. See you later, buddy. Maybe another one? Honest opinion on ChatGPT so far is the advice isn't great, but it's good because I'm catching fish. Although I didn't just catch a trout,
I caught fish. Trout, it's going to be really hard to catch a trout this time of day in this time of year because it's really hot out, one, and the water's warming up, and they stopped stocking a while ago. So catching a trout was going to be a real challenge. Either way, if I went out to wherever I wanted to use, wherever I wanted, use whatever lure, use whatever bait I wanted to, still would have been a big challenge to catch a trout today, especially at this time of the day. But I think the advice is decent because I've caught fish everywhere I've gone so far today. I haven't gotten skunked once, and I'm saving the best spot for last because we did just get permission to fish on this guy's property on this lake that ChatGPT recommended us. And there are big bass in this lake. There are bass tournaments on this lake every year, and my dad's buddy caught almost a 6-pounder out of there just a few weeks ago. So I got high hopes for this last spot. You never know what's going to happen, so stay tuned, because that's the only way you're going to find out. Alright guys, we are at our third and final spot here. We just arrived at my dad's good friend's property on Demon Pond. Fortunately, we got permission to fish here, because if not, we would have had a very limited amount of space to fish, even though I punched in shore access. That's a very key thing that is kind of making me think that the advice isn't working very well. But we've caught fish at every spot we've went to, and this pond actually does have pretty big fish in it, so we're gonna see how we do, and I'll give you guys my final review afterwards, so stay tuned. Well, to start off, nothing around the dock. Something that isn't getting mentioned here is that ChatGPT wanted us to use wacky rigged Senkos, Texas rigged Senkos, and top water towards the end of the evening, so that's what we used. I started off with the Senko though. Looks like we've got another spot. It looks like I can also take a pee down here. I don't think anyone can see me. See you guys in a bit. This looks like their homemade boating dock here. Maybe there's some fish over here. I'm gonna start with one right up the gut. Casting along these weeds. I think next we're gonna go over there and then put one along these weeds. And maybe see if there's some more access over there. But there should be some fish around, you would think. You know what, guys? I have an idea. Ooh, how are you? You can't really hear me with the waves in the background, but I decided to get in the water so that I could fish more because there wasn't much shore access. Actually. I think this is going to be our best casting angle with these trees kind of overhanging. It's not what we want to see. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, I'm not reaching, I'm not going in my bag. Good news, Senko. I have one just in case, right in this side pouch for this exact reason. It is not one that ChatGPT requested, but I really don't care at this point. It's close enough. I think they did say something about a pumpkin color. And this is pretty pumpkin to me, if you ask me. Every time I let it sink to the bottom, it just gets snagged. Fish. There we go. That's actually a really nice one. That is a good fish. Out of nowhere. Just starting to lose hope too. Line to stay out of the tree. Got him. Let's go. That's probably a 2-pounder. Let's go. Oh, finally, man. Wow, you fought good. Yes, sir. Biggest fish of the day for ChatGPT. Since I'm in the water right now, can't really go in my bag, get my scale or tape measure. But I'd say this is a solid 1.5 pounder, maybe 2 pounds. But we're gonna put her back and let's go. It's biggest fish of the video so far. Let's go, ChatGPT, baby. Yes, sir. Took a lot longer than I would have liked, but we had our first decent bass of the day, so I'll take it. And he goes off nice and slow. Well, that was our last worm of that color. So here we go with just a dark green, red and purple glitter in it. I don't know what you want to call that, but maybe bluegill. But we're definitely gonna take some more casts over here before we go back and tie on the frog. That was exciting. Biggest fish of the day for sure. And the first spot where we actually caught our target species, so that's also pretty exciting. I don't want to bore you guys with a whole bunch of crap, so I'm just gonna tell you what happened. We had no more action for the rest of the night, not even on the frog, so here's my overall opinion. Alright fellas, that's gonna do it for this episode. My final opinion on ChatGPT's fishing advice is it's actually not that bad. We caught that pretty good largemouth bass. It was our target species. We caught it on a color that ChatGPT did actually recommend, and it was a decent bass. It wasn't big, but it was close to that 2-pound range that they said it was in here, so I guess it worked out pretty well. With that being said, the ChatGPT video comes to an end. If you guys made it all the way to the end, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.